We as nationally board certified teachers have an obligation to help our profession and to help students. Now, whether those students are in low-performing schools or high-performing schools.
The union needs to be considered the voice of teachers, and I've asked people time and again, who better to speak to education issues than the people who are the practitioners.
This meeting is the first step in that of bringing nationally board certified teachers together to answer the question, what can we do better together than we can do separately?
What if NBCTs were in leadership roles in the association focused on improving teaching and learning in our most challenging schools, our priority schools?
I think it's very powerful that we have 91,000 national board certified teachers in the United States, and we need to get those teachers involved and engaged in being activists.
National board certified teachers have a lot to offer in terms of creativity, in terms of a really cutting edge and progressive ideas in the ed reform movement.
Whenever you get a lot of passionate, excited teachers in a room, there's going to be high energy and there's going to be a lot of wisdom.
So we began this conference of NBCTs with some what if hypothetical questions about the future of the association and the future of national board certified teachers in the association. And the ideas they are coming up with are very practical, and they are grounded in our reality, which is we are, as an association, fighting for our future.
We're in the perfect role to help build policy, to change policy. We know what works in our own classrooms, and we need to take the initiative to be more involved, to let our associations know we're out there, and more importantly, to let the politicians know we're out there so we can begin to influence the schools in a positive way.
Doctors have standards, lawyers have standards, and demystifying the teacher piece, we now have those standards too.
Which is why it's important for teachers, and especially nationally board certified teachers who tend to be more respected by legislators and the general public, to step up and talk about education and what's important, get into roles of influence to affect policy change.
I think it's our job to be the lobbyist, to go down to the legislatures and say, you know what, we do know what's best for kids. We do know what best practice looks like. We can walk the walk, we can talk the talk. And you need to put faith in us and believe in us, because we went through this rigorous process. You want to know what a master teacher is? Here we are. Believe what we say and follow it.
What touched me yesterday was the passion behind the idea of having board certified teachers participate in raising the level of teaching in especially priority schools. Our certification does identify us as teachers that succeed in the classroom. And so we do have more power in what we say. And so I think when I go home, I will try to find more opportunities to speak out.
At the end of the day, we all have the same goal, right? We all want to see our students, our children achieve well and continue on with education and be successful.
I know when I certified, that was when I said, you know what, it's not enough to be a good teacher in my own classroom. I need to be a good teacher for my school. And then I went, wait, that's not enough. I need to be a good teacher for my state. And I was like, oh wait, that's not enough. I need to be a good teacher for my country.
We have to be advocates for our students, for our peers, and we know what best practices are. And if it's not us who's out there telling the public what's best for our students, then who's it going to be?